Hey, what it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit live video. Also in the confessional. And we love to stay lit, big dog. Hey man, shout out to my everyday people who always rocking with me. And shout out to my mods who come in here nightly on the job, keeping it lit with your boy. Okay? We got another good live video for y'all, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up, Uncle Real Media? We got V up in this thing. We live on Twitch. What it do, everyday people on Twitch? You know what I'm saying? We up in this thing, okay? We live up in this thing, so make sure y'all show my Twitch some love, okay? And you know, we here. All right, so we got another lit live video. Oh, y'all in here? Y'all in this thing? Let me quit playing. What it do? Shout out to Melissa and Joker TV, man. The mods, make sure y'all shout them out, show them some love. They always putting in that work for the everyday people, man. Um, man, listen. Shout out to the tri-state. We about to get lit. We got another. This one is supposed to, I don't know if it's sad, but it's two parts to the story, and supposedly they go together. So we just gonna check it out, and we're gonna talk about it. Then I got a special surprise that I'm gonna show y'all, and then we out of here. Let's get it lit, baby.
But a number. So I know a lot of you all have a lot of questions pertaining to my previous post where I was talking about my daughter being incarcerated. The answer to y'all's question, people wanted to know, what did she do? Why was she incarcerated? I am getting ready to answer these questions. You see the guy on the end, that's my nephew. His name was Jabari Tylon Keller. He's got the two peace signs thrown up. That's me in the middle, and that's my sister on the end. My nephew is the one who I found murdered. Yes, he was murdered in Huntsville, Alabama. I found him in my daughter's apartment. He was staying with my daughter. He was staying with Chastity. He didn't have anywhere to stay, so he shared a place with her. And I know people are saying, well, if she's autistic, why is she got an apartment? She is very high functioning, but she's still on the spectrum. So don't come up with my comments and saying, Mom, why would she be by herself? Like I said, she is very high functioning, and you don't want to handicap a person. You kind of want them to be self-sufficient. So my nephew was staying with Chastity, and that morning I got a call. She had to go to court for like a trespassing charge, and they asked me to could I call her so she could turn herself in? And I kept calling, but I did not receive an answer. I kept calling her. I kept calling Jay. Didn't receive an answer. It was pouring down raining that morning. And I told my soon-to-be ex-husband, I said, something is not sitting right in my spirit. I said, Chastity is not answering the phone. Jabari is not answering the phone. I said, I'm getting ready to go over there because one of them would have texted me back. Somebody would have called me, picked the phone up, or either sent me a text message, but nobody ever called me back. So it wasn't sitting right with me in my spirit. So I get ready to go over there. Now, this man who I'm getting a divorce from, he never asked me to go over anywhere concerning my daughter. All of a sudden that morning, he asked me, do you want me to go with you? I was like, I don't care, but I'm finna go. go check on Chastity and go check on Jay because something ain't right. So we get in the car. I'm talking about it's pouring down, raining. As I'm proceeding to go head over there to the apartment, he's trying his best to get me not to go over there. And I get mad at him and I told him, look, if you didn't want to go, you shouldn't have got in this car. But I'm going over there to check on my nephew and I'm going to check on my daughter. So I pulls up to the apartment, get out, I go upstairs. I don't knock. I just walk in. I just open the door. The door was unlocked. So I just walk in the house. And as soon as I open the door, my nephew head is right there by the door. And that's when I found him dead. I didn't know he was dead at all. So it looked like he was beat up. And I kept saying, Jay, what's wrong with you? I said, who did this to you? Who beat you up? And so I just kept asking him and talking to him, and he never responded. He never said anything. So I get down on my knees and I'm just steady talking to him like, Jay, baby, wake up. What's wrong with you? Not knowing he was dead. I lifted his arm up and his arm just flapped down. And that's when I knew that he was dead. And I screamed and started hollering. And soon to be ex-husband came up the stairs and had to pick me up off the floor and take me out of the apartment. Somebody else called the police, and when I tell y'all, I screamed so loud, there was a death scream, something I never thought that I would see, walk into, even imagine. Prior to that, I kept asking Jay, how was Chastity doing? Was she okay? And he kept saying, TT, I don't know what's wrong with Chastity. I don't know what's wrong with Chastity. She was always staying in the room. And when I would come over there to check on her, she was just very distant. And I started noticing her being distant. And I was like, Chastity, what's wrong with you? She would tell me, get out and get out her room and cut the light off. And so I started talking to Jay and I was asking him, Jay, is something going on with her? And Jay said, well, TT, it's some guy that be coming over here on the beginning of the month, every single month, and he be taking all Chastity's money. And I said, well, who is this guy? He said, TT, I don't know who this guy is. He said, but the next time he come by here, I'ma see what's going on. I'ma see what's going on. But Jay said he come by the first of every month when she would get her money. Y'all, when I found my nephew dead, that was on January the 5th. That was the beginning of the month. Chastity get her money on the 3rd. So whoever this person was that was coming over there taking Chastity money every single month, Jay had to probably been and said something to him, confronted him about coming over there and taking Chastity's money. And that guy probably got into it with Jay. That dude shot and killed Jay and put it on Chastity and left because Jay probably tried to take up for her. Now, when they finally got her, she wasn't even at the apartment. When I found my nephew, she wasn't even there. She said she thought she didn't even know what happened. She said she thought that she was going to jail for trespassing. And when they locked my child up, I didn't hear from her for about a month. I had to get the money up to get her out. When I got her out, she wouldn't even speak. She wouldn't talk. She was non-verbal. I took her to UAB, put her in the hospital. They kept her in there for 5 months. My child was bleeding profusely. I'm talking about she was bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, and they kept her in there for 5 months. So this is to answer y'all's question. That's why she's in jail. This tragedy has torn up me and my sister. Me and my sister don't even talk. So the devil gave me a double whammy. I lost my nephew. My daughter is in jail. I lost my sister. All of my family turned against me. And listen, I'm not asking for nobody's sympathy. I'm just telling and sharing my story. Sharing my story on how real the devil is. The devil will get into people. The devil will use people and take people away from you that you love so much, to destroy a whole entire family. But with that being said, my faith, my trust is still in God.
The plot
Despite
thickens.
all the obstacles that I'm going through, despite my daughter being where she is, despite her sickness, despite my nephew being gone, despite me and my sister not even together any longer, despite my whole family turning their back on me, even my kids. So when I say I'm going through some real spiritual warfare, serious spiritual warfare. And that's not all. I got more stories to share. Everything that glitters is not gold. But I got some more stories to share with you all. But this is to answer your question about my child. Stay tuned for the next story. I'm gonna share some of the things that I've been going through since my nephew got murdered. And this was because my oldest daughter and my ex-husband was having a relationship. And to me, I think this was a consensual relationship. Now, anytime your daughter go up against you, that's no longer your child. That person has actually become an enemy. Because when they go up against you and do things to their mom, is completely, they are out of reach. With that being said, if there was any money that I was due, my daughter looks exactly like me. So she has joined teams. She didn't join the wrong side with a group of people, and she went up against me. And y'all, what's so sad? I love children. I love my grandkids, and my ex-husband and my daughter are the one who has been hacking my phone. They have been the ones that has been hacking my phone. So whatever type of criminal things that's happening with the phone or whatever they trying to do, it's coming because they have these phone lines crossed up. And the reason why I say that is because a lady from AT&T kept telling me, Mama, that's your ex-husband and your daughter. And my email is hacked. My iCloud is always hacked. So now it makes me, now I know what the problem is. What the money that they have stolen, whatever houses that they have sold of mine, they trying to put some type of criminal charge on me to make it seem like I'm doing this and I'm doing that, to have me falsely accused for a crime, to cover up what they have done. To cover up what they have done. And now I notice, I think all of my children are into trafficking. I think they have been trafficked. And I think the people that's trafficking my kids are making them do just that. Even my 11-year-old granddaughter. All of them. These traffickers are smart. And so I just moved back to my other house. I moved back closer to my kids. And when I got back here, I talked to my granddaughter and I told her I was coming. She was so happy that I was coming, right? Now, all of a sudden, I am here. And after I got here, my grandbaby don't even want to come to. She don't even want to come to the house. And every time I say, well, baby, come go over to the house with me. She make up every excuse in the book that she don't want to go to the house. She don't want to go to the store with me. And I keep saying, then my other daughter would say, well, Ma, if she don't want to go, you can't make her go. You can't make her go. Something is wrong. This is a little girl that I pretty much raised. And now all of a sudden, she don't want to go around grandmama. But she was so happy that I was moving back down here. But now
She won't even go to the store. What happened? Something happened. Something happened. And whatever it is, they have my daughters all involved in whatever it is that they are doing. Because there's no, and then first she said, well, Nanny, I just don't want to go. I just don't want to go. And I said, well, why you don't want to go, Bailey? Oh, first she said, because you yell too much. And then the second time she said, because... Oh, fuck. I'm making a video. Did I scare you? Look, I'm scared this man.
I opened the door, she scared the crap out of me. I wasn't expecting her to be in. Hey, she got the tinted windows work too. Look, I can't scare you in there.
Okay, let me, hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. I was sitting in the car. I'm at the Infinity place. I got to get my car done, fixed. And so let me finish telling you about my grandbaby. All of a sudden, she don't want to go nowhere. So I feel like, and I'm making this because I feel like they hiding something. They are hiding something. And yes, I do believe that my children are being trafficked. I do believe that, because, and then those traffickers, they gonna tell the baby, do not go nowhere with your grandmama. And then my kids are bagging it up, gonna bag up, well, mama, you can't make her go. So why is my phone lines crossed? Why are my phone lines crossed? Because whatever these people are doing that have my phones crossed up, they trying to, I don't know what they are doing behind the scenes, but they are trying to make it seem like whatever they're doing with my lines crossed, to try to bring some type of falsified charges on me so that they can get away with stealing my money, doing whatever they have done to my properties. And my ex, both of them, my kids' baby dad, my kids' father, he was known for working with the FBI. He was known for working with the FBI and setting people up. And the ex that I just divorced, in law enforcement as well, connected to law enforcement. So whatever these people, like I said, whatever these people have done,
and he was sleeping with a mentally challenged girl.
They have involved my children in it. And I think it's trafficking. I think they have stolen a bunch from me, and they have trafficked my children. I sure do. And when the police is involved, they hide and cover everything up. Everything. I can't even trust my kids no more. And you know, you get to a point when people say,
Jackie Christie, is that you?
And you be going through that, you lose a lot of people. You lose a whole bunch of folks because they took the sides with your enemies. And it's all because of my daughter, my oldest, was sleeping with my ex-husband. My nephew got murdered behind it, and then they all trying to cover it up. So whenever time comes for court, I guess they want to try to have me gone before court, because I will testify. I will. If your husband slept with your child and was in an intimate relationship with your own child, do you think that you should warn the next woman? Because what if it happened when that child was young? Would you, as a parent, go and warn someone else about this behavior? Or would you close your mouth, go on about your life, act like it never happened, and don't even tell nobody about that. What are your thoughts about that? Because just say, for instance, if this man was messing with your child when they was young, okay, young, under 18, and then they got up and they kept messing around until they started a relationship. I mean, you can forgive them, but do you warn the next person? Or do you mention that to somebody? Because I feel like this. A lot of times people are pedophiles if you messing with somebody that's young. I ain't talking about when you grown or whatever. And so sometimes this gets swept and pushed up under the rug. Just say, for instance, you left that person and you no longer with them, okay? And they have a tendency of messing with young girls. So this man go and get with another person, and she has daughters, okay? And they married. Don't you think the same thing is going to happen to that lady and her daughter? When stuff like that happens, people don't understand and realize that truly breaks up a family. It divides a family apart from the infidelity. And a lot of people say, well, if that person is no longer with them, it's the morals. It's the morals. And I feel that if a man mess with your daughter, that man, if your daughter have a child, that man will mess with your daughter's daughter. So that's when you have to question yourself and say, okay, when will this cycle stop? Because if don't nobody say nothing and sweep it up underneath the rug, even after you all have gotten out of the relationship, what happens to the next family? What happens to the next daughter and the daughter's daughter? Because stuff like this will be a cycle that will continue. And those are some cycles that need to be broken. It's not about bad mouthing anybody. It's not about putting somebody down. But when it's cycles like that, that needs to be expressed. It needs to be exposed. Because when people do stuff like that, those are life ruiners. Because what you're doing is coming in and into the family, and you just completely messing up and ruining that family. Now you have a mother and a daughter that's estranged because of infidelity that she had with her father. I don't think that that's something that should be taken lightly, and I don't think that it's something that should be shut up about. I don't think that you should have a closed mouth on situations like that. Because my thing is, you can forgive people, but you also have to think about, what about the next family? Because the pain that a mother goes through after encountering and enduring something like that, and I did. My main thing is, you don't never want another woman and her daughter to go through the same thing that you and your daughter went through. And some of these men that do that, they need to be exposed. They need to be exposed at all costs. And yes, that happened to me and my child. So what are y'all thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on a father messing with a daughter? Do you not tell anybody? You keep it and push it up underneath the rug? What do you do?
Well, bust a cap. Well, what we think this is? Ooh, wait. See, I already get the situation. Like, but the fact that he's in law enforcement and he's sleeping with a woman who has mental illness, not even mental, what do you call it? She's autistic. She autistic. And then, not only is she autistic, she autistic, and then she he's manipulating her and stealing all her money. That's what we seen. That we seen him do that, and that's what got the nephew killed. And so we understand that this story is probably, I ain't gonna lie, messed her head up. She was probably already into God, but she's taking it to a whole nother level because her life. She don't look like she's in. She is not in no shape or form out of her mind. This lady's not out of her mind. She's on property. She says she's lost property because people have been selling it out from under her nose. She may be smart enough to do something, but she ain't smart enough to protect it. Because how your husband and your ex-husband steal all your stuff because they were your husband at one time and they took all your stuff. And this is why I say sometimes men can be the lowest scum of the earth, and then at other times they help out. They help out. They do a lot of good things in relationships. They put up with a lot of BS. But every day there's another story like this, and you be like, damn, how can a good man find a good woman if she's worried about if I'm going to sleep with their daughter, if I'm going to steal from her, if I'm going to use her, if I'm going to drive her car, wreck her car, leave her and her kids without a car, um, all that type of stuff. Please misspell curse words in the chat. It's like pinned up there. You know what I'm saying? But one thing is, I believe her. I just think it's with when she's with all the trafficking and all the spiritual talk. I think it's you kind of losing the message. You losing the message. I think you need to focus. She need to focus on one thing, and what's really is how her nephew got killed, who was involved, and that will solve it. But seeing that the ex-husband, is in law enforcement, he already covered that up. She could still be crazy, Melissa. She could still be crazy. I just, I'm just, I'm torn in between this one. She has more. I mean, we could find out more.
A person that don't have nothing to lose.
Let me see.
Have y'all ever heard of a public defender defending someone on a murder charge, and then they are no longer that person's attorney, and that public defender now leaves general practice, and now he goes and works for the federal prosecutor's office? Yeah, that happened to my daughter. That's happening to her now. She had a public defender. Her very first attorney was her public defender, and he got all the information that he needed concerning her case. He got the narrative about every single thing. And now this man then jumped ship, and now he's going to work on the federal prosecutor's side.
Yeah, she trying to blame anybody at this point. Jackie Christie is tripping, and she got a 5 o'clock shadow. This is crazy. Anyway, line that up. Anyway, shout out to her. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, honestly. But I think that, like, whatever's going on with her daughter's attorney, I don't even know why you worried, because your daughter, somebody's putting the blame on your daughter's murder case on her. Somebody's and I believe it's the ex-husband. If the ex-husband's in law enforcement, like I said, the ex-husband being in law enforcement and everything, it's too far-fetched to be like, you'd be like, damn, this sound fake as hell. But it could be true. We don't know. The lady may be going crazy because nobody believe in her, and the story sounds so crazy that we just be like, well, I don't know. But she could be really going through this. Okay. Well, anyway, somebody spoke about eyebrows earlier. So I guess I'll go ahead and show eyebrows what I was talking about. So
I pay too much.
I came across this video. Now, I was talking to somebody and I was like, man, it's this girl that go on TikTok live every day. Every morning I wake up, she's on TikTok live. So she gotta be like on the East Coast because she like up and at it trying to fix her eyebrows or whatever. And oh my God. Oh my God. Her eyebrows be killing me, dog. They be killing me. Look at these. Okay. We're going to get to this story in just a second. We're going to get to this story in just a second. But this is her getting up every day and getting ready. I don't want to talk about nobody right now. I'm not. But the eyebrows really be killing me, dog. That's what somebody said something about eyebrows, and I was just like, bam! The story popped in my head. Let's see, where is this story? Ooh, it's way down there. Okay, anyway.
How do I get me some of that?
So, it's the eyebrows for me. I just don't know. You remember when you used to draw birds as a kid and you used to like toot toot? Like you put birds in the sky and you used to make a little M? Woo! I mean, but no, if I could find one of her lives, bro, that would be amazing. Like, cause this is after she's all done up. You got to see her when she's actually doing her makeup. Like, y'all be like, well, what the fuck? Anyway, all right. So let's hear her conversation, okay?
I pay too much money for my upkeep to be having free conversations. I had somebody reach out to me. They have been reaching out to me in my DMs, and I was kind of ignoring it, just leaving them on red because I'm not interested. And today they consistently message me, and so I said, okay, I'll answer. This morning I had a shampoo appointment. And so I answered, and they were like, am I disturbing you? And I said, I don't converse with men that I don't know. And they said, well, let's change that. And I said, well, I'm actually on the way to go get my hair done. You gonna contribute to that? They sent a long paragraph asking me to explain why they should do that. And they said, now they understand the kind of woman that I am, on and on and on. And I said, no problem. No worries. Have a good day. I feel like this. I keep my nails done, keep my toes done. So nails, toes, every month. I get my hair done every month. This is a luxury style. I keep my hair up, right? So getting my hair done every month. Nails, toes, hair. I own my home. I got an acre of land. I have to get my grass cut. I get my yard work done by myself. All of that is covered by myself. I have a nice body. I get that done in the gym. I have a gym membership. I clothe my nice body with nice clothes. And so I have to go shopping. And I wear makeup, which I enjoy. And in the comments, I don't care what you got to say about makeup. But I also spend money on that. And so to keep this up, I also eat on a meal plan that I have created. And so for that meal plan, I have to go grocery shopping to eat off of the meal plan that I have created. And so all of this takes money. It takes money to upkeep this. And so why am I having free conversations? And it is okay. It is okay if you don't feel the way that I feel and you are having free conversations. But I think about this, especially if you're messaging me when I'm on the way to an appointment where I'm about to spend hundreds of dollars to get my hair washed, and I'm continuing to have this appointment where I'm spending hundreds of dollars on myself, and you're interested in me? No, I don't have free conversations. And I implore you, if you're a woman who takes great care of herself and does great things for herself and keeps herself up, think about whether you're having free conversations. I treat my phone like it still has minutes and you're not using mine up. That's it. Love you. Bye.
Y'all better not. Alright. This is not about to turn into no red pill channel. Okay? I'm already getting cooked for the stuff I be saying about men cheating. Now y'all want me to talk to y'all about us paying for y'all hairstyle? Lord have mercy. Okay, y'all finna cook me again, but hey, here is 5 seconds with PJ and how he feels about. You know what? I'm be honest. I'll pay to get her eyebrows did. Like something. I will pay, but I'm telling you, if a man like you enough, he gonna trick on you, girl. If a man like you enough, he gonna trick. Nah, he ain't gonna trick on you. He'll spend money on you. But that's the difference between tricking and spending money. If a man like you enough, but it's not for a conversation. What it is okay. Yeah, you got things going on. You need a little razzle dazzle here and there. If he like you enough, he'll do it. Okay? But you have to like him. You can't just ask him for money and expect him to just pay it and don't like him back and be like, oh, man, then I would just treat you as a SEX worker. I'd just be like, look, hey, I mean, if I gotta pay for your hair to talk to you or whatever, your meal plan, $100. I mean, how much to hit? Like, let's just get it out the way. But if I said that, it'll come off crazy, right? Because she's like, what kind of woman do you think I am? Well, I mean, you just wanted me to pay you for your services. I think let me just skip all the getting your hair and nails done. I'll just give you a whole $400 and let me tap that. That's all I'm saying. What's your price? If we putting a price on stuff, you're now stepping into prostitution. So I mean, but hey, to each his own. I just wouldn't do it. Man, I had to tell a woman, like, hey girl, I ain't no trick. What you think this is? Like, I mean, I do something nice. I send you flowers, you know. I get you an edible arrangement, you know. Happy birthday. Here's $20. I mean, how many people have I sent $20 for their birthday, you know? It's just $20. I mean, I ain't trying to hit, but I'm just saying. But for paying for conversation, at that point, okay, I'm going to pay for conversation. Let me just skip the conversation and let me just pay the hit. Because what am I doing? Anyway, what are we doing? Let me know what y'all think about this. But yeah, y'all gotta check out. It's called Not Your Average Joe 5. Is her Not Your Average Jo number 5 is her TikTok, and I swear to God, if y'all wake up early enough in the morning, and if y'all wake up early in the morning, and y'all look up a TikTok, y'all gonna see the massacre I'm talking about. Y'all gonna, and I swear, I be like, I'm not a makeupologist. What they call? I'm not a makeup artist. But something ain't right about this girl doing her makeup. But anyway, last thing before we get out of here, they came in. Y'all know what that is? That's a Swan bag. That's a Swarovski. And that's a Jordan 1. This is actually, I'm gonna put those in it. I'm framing those. So if y'all want to see that, I can show y'all. I can show y'all them real quick. I ain't gonna take them out the box because I ain't got time. But I do want to show y'all. I do for you. All right. Oh, let me go see the post. All right. Here we got the Swarovski. First the bag. Got the women's Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG. Oh. Ooh, it smells so buttery. Look at that bag. That's the Air Jordan 1. Oh, I can smell the blue. Look at your boy, man. Yeah, baby. Ooh, yeah. You don't know nobody with them, huh? These is going on the wall, big dog. Michael Jack style. Not Michael Jordan style. Michael Jack style. Alright. I ain't gonna lie, man. The Bad Babies is cold, big dog. They are cold. So, yeah, man. Ooh. I was trying to get those, and I actually paid the retail price. I didn't pay no resale. I got them for the retail. You know what I'm saying? Got the Swarovski crystals on it. Cold, dog. I might one day, if I hit 500,000 subscribers, I give them away. I don't know, maybe I'll give them away. No, 1,000,000 subscribers. Million subscribers, I'm gonna get them. But I'm gonna get them Bad Babies away. 6 feet tall. Hey, but anyway, let's get into it, big dog. Oh, we got. Oh. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. We got a great video. And I got a great video for y'all. Y'all gotta tune in and give me y'all opinion on this next video. And then I got another live. I wanted to do the live tonight, but it's so late. I was just like, man, I gotta work in the morning. I can't be doing no hour long, 2 hours, even though we've been here for 43 minutes. I still gotta edit videos tonight. And man, I got a 8 a.m. Central Time. 8 a.m. Central Time. Pull up. We're gonna keep it lit. One time. I'm gonna do another shoe giveaway, matter of fact. We're gonna get to that. I'm gonna try to figure out something. I got some everybody who matter of fact, I'm doing 2 shoe giveaways because I still got a giveaway that I haven't even did the giveaway for. And everybody who's already in that Instagram, I got y'all. I'm gonna do a couple giveaway for that, and then I'm gonna do another giveaway in the future. So we're gonna do another shoe giveaway because your boy I got too many shoes. I got another pair of shoes that's been in the box. I ain't even opened up. You know what I'm saying? But I've been working. So again, we dropping 2 videos a day now, and we going live every night. So please, y'all, check in with your boy because we're gonna be lit every night, every day, everyday PJ, everyday people. We're gonna keep it lit, big dog. And I appreciate all y'all always coming through. And I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And y'all get y'all the real truth. I appreciate y'all for real. All right, everyday people, like, comment, and subscribe.